Shalom. Welcome. Welcome to Yasharal's Time. It is an end time series. It is a series directed to those who truly and earnestly desire to seek to do the will of the Almighty Creator, the Almighty One. He that is Spirit everywhere at all times. He that is the beginning and the end. It is a message to those who seek to do His will. For in seeking to do His will, you will come to discover it was He, the man Yahusha. It was He, His Word, manifest in the flesh, in the person of Yahusha, Messiah. Many find it difficult to understand that the Almighty Father walked among us in the flesh in the embodiment of Yahusha, Messiah, because of their lack of understanding that He is everywhere at all times and He can do whatever He desires to do. It is in His plan that we are restored in fellowship with Him, recognizing that He was manifest in the flesh, recognizing that He walked among us as a man, recognizing that He Himself ministered to us and demonstrated to us how to engage Him as the Almighty Father by acknowledging His plan. Many will come to know that they are indeed one. The mere labels represents the timing and the demonstration of His actions towards us, His creations. It is a matter of time, my brothers and sisters, when we will be humbled and we will begin to see things in whole, instead of debating and arguing Scripture in part, instead of trying to capture the text and manipulate one another, instead of trying to master the letter and thinking we have it. The time is at hand when we will discover, as we are humbled, that there is indeed the living presence of the Messiah Yahusha. The time is at hand, my brothers and sisters. Proof comes as to whom we serve. Proof comes regarding true Yasharal, consisting of the hidden tribes of the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Yaakov, whose name was changed to Yasharal. An awakening nation has begun. True Yasharal, consisting of true Hebrews or Abari, depending on where you are in your learnings, and a multitude from many nations, kindreds, and tongues, who are grafted together as one body in Yahushua Messiah under the banner of Yasharal. The time will soon come, my brothers and sisters, when it will become clear. Understanding will become made known to those who diligently seek Him. To those who have self-agendas and hidden agendas and self-appointed interests, you will only find yourselves struggling to understand. You will find yourselves the fruit of your own actions with the workings of delusions. My brothers and sisters, it is a time to pray, watch. It is a time to act. It is a time of preparedness, for Yasharal will be gathered from the four corners of the earth, as foretold in Scriptures. In this segment of Yasharal's Time, this segment is entitled Evidence, Placement, Unity, Fulfillment. Evidence, Placement, Unity, Fulfillment. Today is November 5th, 2014. As I begin this segment, this subject, my brothers and sisters, in the midst of urgent and trying times, there will come moments where we will witness warnings and alarms. They will continue until no longer needed. They will have the characteristics of a message being repeated over and over, just as a siren or alarm will echo its noise over and over and over until no longer needed. I realize that sometimes you may believe that the messages I present are redundant and repetitive, and that there's no need to listen to them anymore. If that's your choosing, then so be it. For you who are my brothers and sisters, whose spirit are stirred to listen to these messages, I salute you. I salute your tolerance, your patience. I salute your endurance. I salute your desire to pursue set-apartness. Do I make mistakes? I do. Will I stumble and fall? I will. But I thank the Almighty Father Yahuah through Yahushua Messiah for his atoning power, for his living set-apart spirit, teaching, guiding, fueling, and energizing my footsteps. My brothers and sisters, be mindful, though these messages may all seem repetitive, there are occasionally new words embedded in these recordings. Pray and seek to discover the life in any communication that you believe is set apart by the Spirit of Yahushua Messiah. In the scriptures, we are instructed to be mindful of the signs of the times. End times are indeed here. Scriptures also gives us example of the Most High Father's relationship, the Almighty Father Yahuah's relationship with those whom he chose to be watchmen. By now, we should know the importance of the function of belief and how there will be many things presented to us for examination, things that are not visible yet, but will come in our belief, will come in proof, will come with proof in time. I invite you to visit Hebrews 11th chapter and hear what the Spirit of Yahusha has to say about the importance of belief. Hebrews 11th chapter. Many of us have heard the words presented as I am compelled by Yahushua Messiah's Spirit. Many of you have heard me state over and over how end times will bring the most trying of times for Yasharal. Many of you have heard me say that there will be many from various religions as they come to know and discover the true name of the Almighty Father, the true name of the Mashyach, the Messiah Yahusha. We will be drawn together and we will find that in the power and might during extraordinary times, the Most High will indeed bring us together. For in our worship and obedience, we will lift up Yahushua Messiah, and in doing so, he will draw all men to him. Many of you have heard me state that end times will bring times where we will become weak, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And I submit to you, my brothers and sisters, while in such a state, we will witness a rise in the living presence of the Spirit of Yahushua Messiah within us. I have also stated we will witness an emergence of chosen leaders and sent messengers, as well as see a demonstration of us, you, me, us, being used to work one towards another as the Spirit of Yahushua so directs. We have witnessed the boldness of individuals who echo that they follow the Torah or are Torah observant. We have also seen many who proclaim a position to honor the commandments of Yahuah, the Almighty One. Many of us have also witnessed the proliferation and widespread teachings from individuals who are quick to say that they are mores, teachers of the Most High. We have witnessed outspoken individuals echo the challenge to prove it by saying, can you prove it, or I can prove it, void of knowing that it is only the Spirit of the Most High that proves and makes alive. The texts are merely words that direct us towards the evidence. True evidence and power and confirmation comes from the living Spirit of the Most High. Yes, we have witnessed people that believe that proof can be mastered in the quickness of words or in the swiftness of pointing to one group of scriptures over another, versus looking at the entire scriptures in whole and identifying the living Spirit behind what is written. Studying the text in the scriptures alone will not bring you close to the Most High, for the texts have been changed, they have been tampered with. In some versions, pagan labels and idols have been infused in an attempt to hide the Most High's true name, the Messiah's true name. In some translations, we have been inundated with different words and forms and letters in an effort to dilute what the true words were in the original scriptures, which have been lost, or many of us are unaware of how to read. Yes, many of us are lost in misinterpretations of what it said because we fail to seek the living voice of our teacher, a teacher that was sent by the Almighty Father, a teacher that was sent by his set-apart Spirit in Yahushua's name. My brothers and sisters, I submit to you there will be chosen leaders rising among us. We will see evidence. And in that evidence, we will begin to watch placement, where we will be moved towards one another, gradually gathering together until we amass the numbers that are reflective of the 144,000 and multitude mentioned in Revelation's 7th chapter. My brothers and sisters, are you prepared? The unlearned are all too often overtaken by those with swiftness of mouth, those who are quick with their writings or recordings. Yes, the unlearned. The unlearned are misled by many who are self-appointed mores or teachers or self-appointed outspoken leaders. Beware of such. Seek the presence of the living Spirit of Yahusha and watch him direct your footsteps, our footsteps, bring us together. The days of grasping at only a portion of scriptures will be brought to an end. Yasharal, the children of obedience will come to realize the importance of knowing the scriptures in whole. It is apparent that man has tampered with the scriptures and made many changes, as well as infected the scriptures, as I stated earlier. But those who pursue true set-apartness, our eyes will be opened, our ears will be made clear. Pray and watch, my brothers and sisters. Though man have tampered with the text, the letters, there is no doubt in my mind that the Spirit will make alive. There is no doubt in my mind what is meant by the letter kills and the Spirit makes alive. My brothers and sisters, for some reason we remain slow to acknowledge the need to discern and understand the living presence of the set-apart Spirit, the set-apart teacher, Yahushua Messiah. But this will change in the coming days like never before. My brothers and sisters, the pure and set-apart messages from the Most High Father that were in the original scriptures will have their place in our lives through the living presence of Yahushua Messiah working in us and through us as he refine us for his and prepare us for that final exodus and his physical return. We have entered into end times. We will soon see how global warming and climate change will produce erratic weather patterns worse than what we've seen now. We will see how drought will become more widespread, a lack of fresh water. We will see how it will result in lost food inventories. It will result in major famine, food shortages across the world. We will see a rise in pestilence and disease like never before. Do not be deceived, my brothers and sisters, for there are many disease markets lay dormant. And the time will come when the mercy and favor, when the hedge, when the shield of the hand of the Most High will be removed, and the fruit of man's wickedness will erupt in mass disease outbreaks, pandemics. We will begin to see earthquakes like never before mentioned. There will be natural and man-made disasters. We will see fighting among ethnic groups, fightings among nations, with one nation against another, one ethnic group another. We will see deception and betrayal amongst our family members. There will be a division. There will be a division that will bring the children of obedience to true set-apartness. There will be division as we are gathered from the four corners of the earth and directed to a safe place, of which I am compelled to believe will be in the region near the great mountain, Mount Sinai, true Mount Sinai, which has commonly been hidden by the name Jabal al-Awz, located in northwestern quadrant of the region we now know as Saudi Arabia. Be not dismayed, nor alarmed, nor doubtful because of these government borders and government rules, for something phenomenal and extraordinary will come. Chosen leaders from the Almighty Father Yahuah will execute a message and deliver a message to the world, a message that will entail letting my people go, a message that will entail signs, wonders, power, might, and wrath in some cases, a message that I believe will be as strong as man can imagine. The power and might of the Almighty Father Yahuah will come through his servants, through his chosen ones, and borders and restraints and all things that will seek to impede Yasharal coming together will be brought to naught sooner than we think. Soon the two witnesses of Revelation, their identities will be made known. I am compelled to believe they are alive and walking the planet, and the fullness of their ministry is yet to be seen. Their identities are yet to be made known. I am compelled to believe that they are the last two shepherds of Yasharal, and they will execute such a message as they are given by the Almighty Father, that the world will come without doubt to know that we are in the final days before the return of Yahushua Messiah. Remember, my brothers and sisters, though man has tampered with scriptures, Yahuwah the Almighty Father changes not. Our Father, Abba Father, will honor all promises or covenants made with his children. We have entered into end times, and soon and very soon we will witness the functionality of the following terms like never before. The word evidence, yes, evidence, will be made known and presented before the world. There will be placement as we are moved from one point to the next. There will be unity as we are refined and brought together to fulfill what is written. There will be fulfillment as things that have been written come to be. And all of these, evidence, placement, unity, and fulfillment, will prove to have a major part in our lives in the coming days, if not already. My brothers and sisters, have we entered into end times? Do you believe global warming and climate change will be a contributing factor in widespread drought, famine, increased pestilence and disease? Do you believe there will be the 144,000 in multitude gathered from the four corners of the earth? If so, who has given thought or prayer to the specific nuances, the specific dynamics or details of gathering people from all over the world to fulfill the scriptures? How many of us have just thought about true Yahusha being gathered from the four corners, unaware that there will be those who will be grafted together as one with Hebrews and Abari that make up true Yahusha? How many of us are aware that there will also be a gathering of the wicked ones? They will be gathered as well to a different location, a central location. For it is said that there will come a time when the wicked nations and those who serve the wicked ones will gather in Megiddo to plan and determine when to march against the children of Yahuwah. So even the wicked ones will face a gathering. They will gather together just as the children of Yahuwah will gather together. Two separate places. And the time will come when they will march against Yahusha. And upon that march, we will witness the return of Yahushua Messiah. We will discover that there will be forced migrations, forced movement. Humbling times are coming. I cannot stress this enough. The time is now to realize we have entered into a season of preparedness and refinement. Who will begin to ask questions, to grow in knowing and preparedness? We will witness as evidence rise the placement of those who will fulfill what is written regarding the children of Yahuwah's tasks come clear. Tasks to gather together as one, tasks to stay or shelter in place and present yourselves as a sacrifice for the name of Yahushua Messiah. I use the words placement because not all will be gathered from the four corners of the earth. Consider the characteristics of the following passages. Isaiah 11:12, and he shall raise a banner for the nations and gather the outcasts of Yasharal and assemble the dispersed of Yehudah from the four corners of the earth. This speaks of a gathering, my brothers and sisters, from the four corners. Isaiah 43:5-7 say, do not fear, for I am with you. I shall bring your seed from the east and gather you from the west. I shall say to the north, give them up, and to the south, do not keep them back. Bring my sons from afar and my daughters from the ends of the earth. All those who are called by my name, whom I have created, formed, even made for my esteem. You see, many take this passage and think everyone will be gathered. They ignore it where it says, even made for my esteem. What is the esteem of the Most High? But to fulfill the gathering from the four corners. But if it was indeed everyone who is set apart in Yahushua Messiah, then how can the scriptures be true when the Most High states that there will be some led astray, that there will be some that will fall away? Be mindful, my brothers and sisters, there will be a gathering, but not all will participate. Be mindful of Matthew 24th chapter, 5th verse. It reads, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am the Messiah, and they shall lead many astray. Be mindful of also 24:9. Then they shall deliver you up to affliction and kill you, and you shall be hated by all nations for my name's sake. Yes, you can grasp the literal and say he was talking to his taught ones. You can grasp the literal in the text and think it was only talking about those he was speaking to directly during that time. Or you can witness the life in these messages and know not all will be gathered from the four corners. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3 and 4 reads, "Let no one deceive you in any way, because the falling away is to come first, and the man of lawlessness is to be revealed, the son of destruction, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called Elohim, or that is worshipped, so that he sits as Elohim in the dwelling place of Elohim, showing himself that he is Elohim." Many of you are waiting to see a third physical temple built, believing that the wicked one will step into the chamber and declare himself as the Almighty One. I submit to you, my brothers and sisters, the Most High dwells in vessels, or as some may say, temples, not made with hands. He dwells within us. In us individually and collectively as a body in Yahushua Messiah, we represent the temple or the vessel of Yahuwah, the Almighty One, through Yahushua Messiah. I submit to you that we will be gathered from the four corners of the earth. We will be directed to a safe place. And when the enemy, when the wicked nations come to march against true Yahusha, their leader, the anti-Mashyach, the anti-Christ, as some know him, the anti-Messiah, he will come leading the charge with the wicked nations to march against true Yahusha. And I submit to you, 1 Thessalonians 2:3, when it say he steps in to the dwelling place of Elohim, showing himself that he is Elohim. I submit to you, this is stating that the enemy will come to the camp of Yahusha, and that camp together will represent the dwelling place of Elohim. As we are waiting for Yahushua Messiah's return, the wicked one would step in, the Antichrist, the anti-Messiah will step towards us and say, "I'm here, you've been waiting on me." And he will try to step into the camp saying that he is Elohim, and we will know that he is not. And we will witness the return, the true return of Yahushua Messiah, and he will bring to an end when that wicked one steps into that camp where we will be in a safe place, a place in the region known as the Mount Sinai region, a region that will also be proven to be part of the promised land. Pray and watch, my brothers and sisters. It's not about brick and mortar being built. So those of you who are infatuated or fascinated or expecting that's the fulfillment, pray and think again. For many of the end time prophecy messages that foretell and speak of that are erroneous. But for some reason, those who claim to be Hebrews but are not, those who are from the synagogue of Satan, are trying to force the imagery of the last days. They have been trying since the days of old to force themselves as recipients or beneficiaries of end time prophecies. Be aware of such illusions and distractions. Hebrews 12:5 and 6 says, "And you have forgotten the appeal which speaks to you as sons. My son, do not despise the discipline of Yahuwah, nor faint when you are reproved by him. For whom Yahuwah loves, he disciplines and flogs every son whom he receives." There will be some unpleasantness, my brothers and sisters. There will be some times we will experience things that might seem disrespectful, rude, painful, regretful. Let us be mindful of whether it is indeed actions of reproof and discipline, or whether it's an attack from the enemy. Pray to discern the difference before rendering a judgment. Hebrews 12:11 say, "And indeed no discipline seems pleasant at the time, but grievous. But afterwards it yields the peaceful fruit of righteousness to those who have been trained by it." All too often I have witnessed false mores, false leaders, false brothers and sisters bearing false witness against those who are obedient because it appears that they aren't loving. They're not being respectful. They're not giving them the same time that they're receiving. All these things that are perceived to be the fruits of set apartness, but only a deception of the enemy. We serve an Almighty One that comes with orders and command. We serve an Almighty One who will execute his right rulings, his judgment. We serve an Almighty One that will rise within us. Our discernment will be heightened such that we know what he is saying to us and to his assemblies. We serve an Almighty One who is not concerned whether we feel good or we scratch one another's back, but that we worship and obey him. The time of pleasantries, the time of being misinformed, thinking it will be such that we will demonstrate set apartness as a democracy, will come to an end. For we will be ordered, we will be guided, we will be reproved, we will be disciplined, we will be refined. To those who fail to fall into the category of obedience, children of obedience, a different end awaits. Remember Revelation 3:19, as many as I love, I reprove and discipline, so be ardent and repent. Revelation 16:16 say, and they gathered them together to a place called Hebrew tongue, Harmageddo. Revelation 19:19 say, and I saw the beasts and the sovereigns of the earth, some may say kings of the earth, and their armies gathered together to fight him who sat on the horse and his army. We are in the days, the final days of man as we know it. My brothers and sisters, do you think there are promises in anything that I've just read? Will there be those who will be gathered from the four corners of the earth? Will there be individuals killed, as mentioned in Revelation 6:8 and 9:18? Will there be martyrs? Will there also be those who will serve the wicked one, who are spared until such a time as their final march against true Yahusha? Do you honestly believe all the things that you read and interpret in scriptures? Do you believe they will come to be without movement? It is a time to awaken from slumber, O Yahusha. Yahusha, you who represent the children of Yahuah, we who are made up of true Hebrews, we who have witnessed Gentiles are going grafted together with us as one in Yahushua Messiah, who are under the banner of Yahusha, it is time to awaken. The mighty power of Yahuah, the Almighty One, through his set-apart spirit sent in Yahushua's name, is about to prove to us what a true set-apart sovereignty represents, what a true set-apart kingdom, as some may say, represents. We will soon come to realize it will be definitely a time of awakening. It will definitely not be a democracy, nor will it be filled with quid pro quo behaviors such as you scratch my back, I scratch yours. You listen to me, now I listen to you, I listen to you, now you have to listen to me. This is not the ways of a true sovereignty, my brothers and sisters. There will be directions, there will be orders, there will be commandments. I have witnessed individuals fear those who are being led by the Spirit of Yahusha and bear false witness against them, against those who execute true set-apart orders, claiming that the messengers are delivering words without love. I have witnessed self-appointed mores and teachers who are swift in words, but are void in listening and obeying to the living Spirit of Yahushua Messiah. They bear false witness against the obedient of Yahushua Messiah. Beware of such. We are entering in times where false teachers and leaders will either be reproved and repent, they will be exposed and purged, or we will find ourselves coming away from them. There will be instances where brothers and sisters will be led to come away from such erroneous camps. The Spirit of Yahusha will increase our ability to discern his orders and commands as we move towards our final days. Our final exodus approaches. Yahusha, true Yahusha, the 144,000 in multitude, made one in Yahushua Messiah, is beginning to awaken. We will come together. There will be a time of unity and the fulfillment of what is foretold in prophecy like never before imagined. Who among us is ready to demonstrate balance regarding what we say, what we believe, and our total actions? Are you prepared to begin witnessing the hand of the Most High Father execute his orders and commands through his set-apart Spirit in Yahushua's name among us? Whether we're ready or not, he will not tarry nor pause. His actions will not retreat. Prepare, my brothers and sisters. End times will get intense. Are you ready to respond to living commands that will require set-apart obedience? There will be set-apart righteousness. We will see evidence. We will witness the placement of those who are to fulfill what is written. We will see unity, and there will be fulfillment of all that have been foretold and much more. Who has come to realize that there will be those ordered, yes, commanded by the Spirit of Yahusha? Who has come to realize there will be times of directives going forward? We do not serve a passive Elohim. The Almighty One Yahuah is not passive in any way, shape, or form. Many of us have misinterpreted his mercy, his favor, for passivity, and this is not the case. He will execute his plans as promised. There will be humbleness. There will be destruction. There will be death. There will be correction. There will be refinement. There is and will continue to be details unfolding regarding our final days as we come to witness directives during humbling times that will bring us into subjection to the plan of the Most High. Prepare, O Yasharal, to witness evidence of the living presence of the Spirit of Yahusha like never before. Prepare, O Yasharal, to witness placement being gathered from the four corners of the earth and more. Yasharal, we are indeed awakening. We are discovering there is much to accomplish. Our Messiah, our Mashyach, Yahusha returns soon, and we will discover the true meaning of obedience. We will discover how to obey those whom he is using to guide and direct our footsteps. We will come to know what is indeed set apart like never before. Who will be among us who will respond to the set apart call from the leaders chosen by Yahusha Messiah in the coming days, by the leaders who are arising now as this message is going forth? I pray that we are able to discern with precision and respond accordingly, lest we find ourselves left behind. Behold, our eyes are becoming clear and our ears opening. Those who serve the wicked one will succumb to unbelief and will face end times, most regrettably, in a painful way, differently than those who will be refined by the Most High. Prepare, O Yasharal, prepare to witness arise in the presence of the set-apart children of obedience in Yahushua Messiah, who will fulfill end time prophecies. Prepare to discover that you, yes, you, just very well may be among the ranks of the set-apart children who will fulfill what is written regarding the final exodus. The set-apart children of obedience will gather from the four corners of the earth to a set-apart place of safety. They will prove to represent the 144,000 in multitude mentioned in Revelation 7 chapter. Powerful and phenomenal, the extraordinary. All of this will unfold with proof, with evidence. There will be placement. There will be unity among the children of obedience. There will be the fulfillment of end-time prophecies. Will we learn to adjust and adapt to the leadership chosen by the Almighty Father Yahuah? Will we find ourselves delivered from strongholds, freed and directed through the Spirit of Yahusha and his chosen leaders and or sent messengers? Indeed, we will. Indeed, those who are to fulfill what is written will. Until next time, my brothers and sisters, I invite you to continue tuning in to Yasharal's time, a time when arguments and debates will be laid waste among the children of obedience, a time of purging, a time of coming away. Until next time, remember, there will be evidence, there will be placement, there will be unity, there will be the fulfillment of what has been written. Until such a time as this, I invite you to continue tuning in as you believe you are compelled to do. Shalom, shalom, shalom.